Hey, everybody, this is Matt Ogle with VYPE Media, and this is the Coach's Corner. And we have a very special guest, softball legend and coach, Christa Williams Yates. So tell me, do you just have the Midas touch or what? Because, like, as soon as you had so much success in Friendswood, and now you move over to Kingwood, and you're one of the top programs in 6A. So tell me, what's that process been like, kind of adjusting, I guess, obviously to a new home, but to a new school, new administration, new program. How do you think you've been able to kind of, I wouldn't say reinvigorate, but add on to an already well-established superpower in the Class 6A?
Well, Kingwood's always been really, really good. So that's the first thing I want to say is that they already had the pieces here. So it was that part I knew coming in. But of course, like anytime you take the step to move somewhere, it's overwhelming at first because there's just so much. Like I had to move my house, I had to get my kids. I mean, there was a lot of different moving pieces there. And the administration here is the first and foremost that it would not be possible without them to do this type of move. I mean, it was just a lot, and they have been more than supportive up at Kingwood and have allowed us to do what we need to do in order for us to feel good about the program we're putting on the field and both on and off the field, I should say. And so it's just been a really good move, both for myself and my family. And I've enjoyed it. And the girls have been amazing. I mean, they've really bought in. Of course, the hardest part is getting the relationship piece established, and that took us a long time. I mean, it's still a work in progress as we go through the season, but that part has really started to come together, I'd say, right about midway through district.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty evident. I mean, y'all went 14-0 in district, and I mean, it's 21-6A if I'm not mistaken. Apologize for the messages.
Good.
20, yeah, it's a pretty loaded district. I mean, Summer Creek and Atascocita are both formidable programs, and y'all were still very dominant, which, I mean, that's a testament to, like you said, the well-established already, the pieces are there. Speaking of which, I mean, you got Addie Shepard, Mia Gagliardi, Lilani Garcia. I mean, all these pieces. I mean, how have you kind of helped them to gel? I know you moved from Friendswood uh, as soon as I think like last season ended, if I'm not mistaken, or like during the summer, and you already kind of started to hang out with them, get them all together. So, what do you think's been kind of the secret ingredient to uh, getting them to gel and helping you to establish new culture to this organization?
I mean, so I've been really fortunate with Coach Mata and myself that we've been with them full time from the very beginning. It's not just been a me, it's been her as well. And when we spend as much time as we do together, and it's both of us, we've been in the weight room, you do all those things that make a difference. But I would say the biggest thing that we've done is we had the trip to Bryan. You stay together, we stay together there, and that's really helped the cohesion. But probably the most pivotal point has been all the team building that we've been doing. We try and spend at least once a week or once every other week, maybe depending on how busy or how things go, of sitting down and really trying to go through some leadership books that we have with the team and talk about whether it's either individual thing that we've got going on or team stuff that we have going on that we really need to like work through in order to get to the point where we are right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, yeah, that's, I guess, essential. We do that here at VYPE. We got a content meeting every Monday, kind
Mhm.
of just talk through things, get everything ready for the week. And I mean, gets everybody on the same page. And clearly that's worked out for y'all. You are coming off a pretty definitive series against Clear Springs. They have a lot of good players there, and you're preparing for Alvin. Similarly, they have several big pieces like Maddie Matthews and I mean Kylie Huffman, big some college commits there. So, and they're one of the top programs too. Y'all are, according to Max Preps, y'all are ranked eighth in the state. They're ranked ninth. So, I mean, this is one of the biggest matchups of the week. How are y'all kind of getting ready for that in particular?
Well, I mean, there's no doubt that this is going to be a tough series. I mean, Alvin has just always been really, really good. It's always been a good program, and they're well coached. So, going into it that you better buckle in because it's going to be really, really good. And the only thing, like I will say, I mean, we've played against them twice this year. They've beaten us both times that we've played them by 1 run. And I think that it's important that my kids realize that they can play with them. And so that's helped. But I think all you can do is trust the work that you've put in thus far. And try and like I try and tell my kids a lot, stay in the positive. Stay in the positive because the playoffs are full of ups and downs, just like an entire season. But because of the pressure of the moment, it's easy to get caught up in the negative and really make that seem really even bigger than it is. And then before you know it, it's too much, right? So we've talked a lot about mentally how to handle those moments. And we just have to trust that what we've been doing to this point is good enough. I mean, that's all you really can do. You're gonna have to have a little luck along the way. I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of it. And I mean, that's all you can do at this point. You just got to hope and pray that it's enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I guess softball and baseball is. Although I feel like softball, in my opinion, based off of my experience, like, and I like baseball. Obviously, I'm wearing an Astros shirt, but softball covering those kind of sports, it's a lot more action. I feel it's a little bit more, just more rapid pace because everything's just expedited. It's a little bit of a smaller field, but I just feel like there's more, what's the word, splash plays. If I That's similar kind of an analogy I can make.
Yeah,
Uh,
Alvin just has a little bit like the thing that Alvin is so good at. I mean, besides the fact that their circle's really good, is that they have a really good balance of team speed and power, right? So they can play a little short ball, like short game, and they can hit the long ball. So they're really difficult to defend against because they just do that. And the other thing is that you can't ever measure is just the heart. And Alvin is going to fight till the death. I mean, that's just, they've always been that way. So it's something that you can tell them. But a lot of times you just got to hope that they have the experience. And that's, I mean, my kids are older for the most part. And we got to hope that it's enough.
well, all right. We got Kingwood softball on a mission to surpass last year's mark. Uh, y'all bowed out to Pearland in round 3 last year. Obviously, they went on to win the state championship, so no shame in that. However, I mean, like I said, this is going to be one of the biggest matchups of the week, and you're looking to get into the regional tournament. Well, we're wishing you the best of luck, coach. Me personally, I'm a little biased. I'm from Kingwood, so I mean, go Stangs. Even though I was a Kingwood Park Panther, but yeah, I'm rooting for y'all, and we're wishing y'all all the best of luck. And like you said, you need a little bit of that whenever it
Yes.
comes to these points, and especially further down the postseason.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Coach.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.